What's your name?
Bruce Copeman.
When did you start coaching basketball?
In the fall of 1989, freshman girls basketball.
When did you start coaching boys varsity basketball?
The 1994-1995 season.
How do you think this season is going to go coaching both girls and boys varsity?
Hopefully it's going to go really well. There are obviously, circumstances that may arise throughout the season that I can't control. I'm counting on the leadership from both teams, from the boys team and from the girls team, to kind of help take care of these things that you don't always know that are going to arise as we go. It's going to be hectic because there's going to be some weeks where I practice, get on a bus, practice, get on a bus, practice, get on a bus, or practice, go to the other gym. It's just going to be a lot of basketball shoved into the next 4 months.
When was the last year you coached boys and girls varsity?
2017, 2018.
How has your coaching style changed since you started?
I don't know if it's changed so much as I've learned things along the way. And to say that I know everything, I don't. I'm constantly learning different things, but I do have some principles that I adhere to. Defensively, we're basically a man-to-man team with some things mixed in. I stress rebounding, and then on the offensive end, just try to get 5 people all going in the same direction. It's not really any complex system really, but those are kind of my principles. So.
What made you choose to coach both teams this year?
Well, there was some circumstances that arose, and there was a committee kind of put together, and they investigated, asking some different people if they wanted to coach, and there were some people that didn't want to do it. And long story short, eventually came back to me and asked me if I want to do it, and I said sure, I'd help out. So.
All right, thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Becky Rodenbaugh.
What is your role for this season?
So this season I am assistant coach for the varsity girls basketball team.
How do you feel about helping coaching basketball for the first time?
I am super excited about coaching basketball for the first time. I haven't coached before, and this is a new opportunity that I'm super excited about.
Have you played in the past?
I did. I played here at McBain, and I graduated in '95. So our '94 season, we went to the state Final Four, and I was on that team.
What's your name?
Calvin McGillis.
Here are some questions. How do you feel about the upcoming season?
I feel really good. I think it'll be pretty fun, and we'll have a good time.
What are you most excited for?
Playing with my friends and also playing for Mr. Copeman.
What game do you think will be the hardest?
Probably Cadillac, maybe Reed City. They're both really good teams. They're both non-conference teams, but they're really good.
What struggles do you think you will grow from last year?
Not having any really experience. We had a pretty stacked 2020 senior class, and not very much of us got to play. So last year was like our first time ever starting, so I think we'll do pretty good this year for having more experience and playing time-wise.
How do you think you will do in the conference?
I think we'll do pretty good. I think we'll be at the top or close to the top, so we'll see how we do.
How do you think you will do in the non-conference?
Non-conference will be probably really hard. I mean, Mr. Copeman usually schedules the hardest teams or tries to schedule the hardest teams in the conference, so we'll see how we do.
Thank you. I'm here with
Ben Rodenbaugh.
How do you feel about the upcoming season?
I'm excited to see how well we do because last year was the disappointment for our record, so hopefully we could do better.
What are you most excited for?
Playing with Kelvin.
What game do you think will be the hardest?
Probably TC St. Francis or Cadillac.
What struggles do you think you will grow from last year?
Dribbling and turning the ball over.
How do you think you will do in the conference?
I think we'll get first.
How do you think you will do in the non-conference?
That might be a problem because our non-conference games are a little tougher than our conference games.
Thank you.
Hi, what is your name?
I'm Caitlin Butzine.
So how do you feel about the upcoming season?
At first I was really nervous, but now I'm really happy with having a new coach.
What are you most excited for?
To have the new team and the new girls coming up.
What game do you think will be the hardest?
Lake City.
What struggles do you think you will grow from last year?
Our communication, I think it could definitely improve this year, especially on defense.
How do you think you will do in the conference?
We should definitely be towards the top, and I hope we should be.
How do you think you will do in the non-conference?
They're definitely going to be challenging, especially with our first tournament being non-conference, but I think it should be good.
How do you feel about having a new coach this season?
I'm really excited and really happy to have a Hall of Fame coach.
What is your name?
My name is Elena Isinga.
How do you feel about the upcoming season?
I'm really excited to play with the seniors this year, and I don't know, I think it's just going to be I think we're going to be pretty good this year.
What are you most excited for?
I am also excited for just the memories, not necessarily the playing basketball part, but I guess just making new memories and friendships. I make most of my friendships through basketball, so I'm just really excited for that.
What game do you think will be the hardest?
Personally, I think Lake City, because I don't know, last year was pretty tough. I was also on JV last year, but I know that last year the varsity game with the girls was good too, so I think Lake City will be our hardest team to play this year.
What struggles do you think you will grow from last year?
I think the mental part of basketball.
How do you think you will do in the conference?
I think we'll do pretty good. I know some games are going to be pretty tough, but I think that it'll be good.
How do you think you will do in the non-conference games?
I think Cadillac will be a tough game, but...
How do you feel about having a new coach this season?
I'm really excited. I like Coatman a lot, and I think that he'll take us far.
Last year's record for the boys basketball team is 7-10 in the Highland Conference and 9-14 overall. Last year's record for the girls basketball team is 15-2 Highland Conference and 20-4 overall. This year, each team has many new players coming up to varsity. Both teams have high expectations on how this season will go.
Those who continue to serve and protect the greatest country in the world as we sing our national anthem. If I can pull it up. starting lineups. First, for our visitors from Kingsley, at guard, a junior, number 0, Chrissy Wims. For McBain at guard, a senior, number 5, Caitlin Buckley. For the Stags, at forward, a senior, number 1, Claire Dutton. For the Ramblers at guard, a senior, number 10, Annalise Ferrari. For Kingsley at guard, a senior, number 15, Kaylee Shelley. For McBain at forward, a senior, number 11, Sydney Hooker. For the Stags at forward, a senior, number 21, Hannah Grun. For the Ramblers at forward, a senior, number 14, Callie Hooker. For Kingsley at guard, a senior, number 24, Grace Hilliard. And for McBain at center, senior, number 34, Addie Naismith. The Stags are coached by Matt Shelley, assisted by Tina Shelley and Janice Whitworth. The Ramblers are coached by Bruce Colton, assisted by Aaron Pucci and Becky Rodenbaugh. Officials for this evening's contest, Charles Bott, Paul Williams, Steve Hughes.
Hello everyone, my name is Gavin Scott. I'm joining you with Gracing Guernsey, and you are watching the McBain Ramblers versus the Kingsley Stags varsity girls basketball.
Now, the last game, the JV put on a heck of a show, winning, I think, 60-34. Hopefully the varsity can do the same thing and have a big win.
Kingsley wins the tip. Number 0 has the ball, swings to number 15, drives in, stopped by Annalise Ferdine. They put it down to number 24, and it's stolen by Caitlin, who decides to keep it, slow it down, but she gives it to Annalise Ferdine. Over to Callie Hooker, puts it up, and it is good. That was Callie Hooker with the bucket.
McBain striking very fast with the first points.
Number 15 bringing the ball up. That is Kaylee Sleech. Will be Rambler ball. Sydney Hooker to bring it out. She gives it to Annalise. Annalise dribbles up the court, gives it to Caitlin Buttine. Back to Annalise Ferdine. To Caitlin. All the way up to Callie. Callie drives, puts it up, no good. She gets her own rebound, and it is good. Callie Hooker with the first 2 points for the Ramblers.
That was a great play by Callie Hooker. She got the ball, threw it up, got the rebound, and then cut underneath and scored a point.
Shelich has it, guarded by Annalise. Tipped by Caitlin. Caitlin steals it. Caitlin all by herself. Goes up, and it is good. A quick 6 points for the Ramblers. Timeout by the Stags.
Not even 2 minutes into the game, and McBain has already scored 6 points.
Will be Kingsley ball after the timeout. Number 15, Shelich to bring it up. Guarded by Annalise, gives it to number 24, who loses it, and it will remain Stags ball. Great defense by Addison Nearhood. 24, Grace Miller, stolen by Caitlin. She slows it down, loses it, and she gets on the floor, Fight for it. Callie's able to pick it up, gives it to Sydney. Sydney drives in, goes up, and she gets fouled. She will shoot 2.
So in this game, Catlin Designs already got like 2 steals, which is crazy, and it hasn't even been like 2 minutes in the game yet.
First free throw is no good. Substitution number 1. Claire Dutton comes into the game. And I believe number 4, Grace Lewis. Sydney for her second free throw. It is good. Increases the Rambler lead to 7. 0. Chrissy Wims bring the ball up. Guarded by Caitlin. She gives it down. Stolen by Callie. Callie, she's dribbling the court, gives it to Caitlin. Over to Sydney. Back to Caitlin, who sets up the offense, gives it to Annalise, who has the open shot, takes it. Splash town. Annalise Verdeen with the 3, and another timeout.
McBain has been just being like constantly putting pressure on Kingsley. Like, they've already scored 10 points. They've already scored 10 points, and just McBain's defense has been just very good and very like strong. They know what they're doing, and they have great timing. So just McBain's defense, both varsity and JV, is shown to be like very, very good and effective at its job.
It'll be Kingsley ball for the timeout. Ramblers lead by 10. Shelich bringing the ball up. She drives right. Gives it to number 1. Kicks to number 4 in the corner, guarded by Sydney. It's tipped by Sydney, and that is out of bounds. It will be Rambler ball. Great defense by the Ramblers. Callie gives it to Caitlin Butzine. To Annalise, trying to break the press. Back to Caitlin. They need to get the ball up the court. To Annalise. She blows past her defender, gets a screen, nice screen. To Addie. Shoots it no good. To herself, also no good. Sydney with the rebound, out to Caitlin. Decides to slow down, gets Sydney. Sydney with a nice pump that goes in, and no good. A push, and she will shoot 2 free throws. That the Ramblers were able to break that press. Not pretty easily. It did take them a little while, but they were able to break it, and now Sydney has 2 free throws. First free throw is good.
Time for the second free throw.
That increases their lead to 11. Second free throw is also good. I called it.
You did call it.
Number 0, Chrissy Wims to bring the ball up the court. Guarded by Caitlin Butzine. Wims drives right, throws it across the court. Stolen by Sydney. That impeccable Rambler defense. Sydney gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin's wide open. Decides not to shoot it, gives it to Annalise. Annalise rips it through. Over to Addie. Addie throws it across court to Sydney to Callie in the corner. Annalise drives in. Foul. Almost gets the and one, but doesn't. She will shoot 2 free throws. That is a lot of free throws early in the game.
McBain has just been shown to be very good at drawing fouls and being able to get up to the line. Because if you do that enough, can't you only do that like a certain amount of times during a game, or?
Players might foul out.
Oh, okay.
First free throw is good. Annalise. Second free throw is also good, but that increases the lead to 14. Wims bringing the ball up. Picked up by Caitlin. Good defense. She drives in. Great defense by Addie. And they will call a jump ball, and it'll stay here, I believe. No, it will be Rambler ball.
They did a great job of closing it off. Both of them came into their help, and just she could not move it at all, and then it forced the jump ball.
Annalise gets it, swings it to Caitlin. Caitlin dribbles up the floor, pushes it up to Callie. Callie back to Caitlin, and Caitlin sets it up to Sydney on the right side. Sydney drives over to Callie, and it's off someone's foot. It'll stay
Kingsley to what it looks like it just went to a full court press to try to stop McBain's scoring capability because they've scored a lot of points super quick.
And just like that, they scored 2 more.
They would score 2 more, add more to their lead.
Addie is a very tall individual. Wims bring the ball up, guarded by Caitlin. Number 1 has the ball. Shoots through Addie, but she misses. Sydney with the rebound. Pushes it to Caitlin. Caitlin going up the court, crosses over to Annalise. She's open. She gives it to Addie. Addie over to Sydney. Sydney shoots the 3. No good. Rebound Callie. And Callie's bucket is good. That increases lead to 18.
Wow. It's not even been the first quarter yet, and the McBain's just been firing off points left and right.
It's their defense, too. Like right there. Almost another steal.
Their defense is looking very, very good right now.
Caitlin Butzine brings the ball up the floor. Gives it to Sydney. Open. But she finds Callie for another bucket. Ramblers have been firing on all cylinders, literally. Wims bring the ball up. Guarded by Caitlin. She dribbles left. Gives it to number 1. Pump fakes. Stolen by Annalise. Annalise pushing the ball. Drives in. Goes up. And no good. Rebound, Callie. Her bucket's no good. Rebound, Caitlin. Her 3-pointer, also no good. And Stags finally get a rebound. That was number 1. Claire Dutton with the rebound. Wims bringing the ball up. She drives in. Shoots it. No good. Callie with the rebound. Caitlin Butzine bringing the ball up. Stolen by number 24. Grace Hiller gives it to Wims. Wims goes in. And it is good.
That was a great play by Chrissy. She stepped to the side, got some open room, and she threw it up for a basket.
Stolen, and the layup is no good. Rebounded by Caitlin. There's a long pass to Sydney. Over to Annalise. Annalise steps back, gives it to Caitlin. She sets it up, gives it to Addie. Over to Sydney. Sydney passes it to Annalise Ferdine with a 3. Splash! Annalise Ferdine with another 3-pointer. She has 8 in this game.
That is just a crazy stat line to have for not even the first quarter being done. 8 points already.
She throws it down to number 21. Great defense, good rebound. Callie decides to take it up. Gives it to Annalise. Loses it for a second. Back to Caitlin. Addie tips it. Number 1, Claire Dutton gets the steal. She gives it down to number 21. Great defense by Caitlin, but is able to go in. Number 21, Hannah Graham.
No, it's just like soccer. Whenever you get bumped into in basketball, you should do the most dramatic fall back.
Stolen by number 0, Wims. Goes up. Layup is good.
Wims so far is doing some pretty good moves. She did the outside, step outside and then go back in for the open basket, and then she did a side step to the left of the hoop to be able to get an open basket.
Almost stolen, but Annalise is able to get it down to Addie. Tipped. Addie falls on it, and then we'll make a jump ball. Substitutions for the Ramblers. Number 3, Brecken Gildy. Number 23, Isabel Roosevelt, and number 2, Peyton Grant.
Now Peyton Grant, I'm pretty sure she's a freshman, and for a freshman to be on varsity, this is like football with Jonathan Sikkema, and it's pretty impressive for a freshman to be on a varsity team.
Goes up, no good. Rebound Annalise. She dribbles up. Throws it up to Brecken. Brecken catches it. Goes in. And Brecken Gildy with the bucket. And it is tipped out of bounds by Annalise. Great defense. They get it in to number 21, who goes up. No good. Rebound by Peyton. Peyton Grant bringing the ball up the floor. She goes left, drives in, gives it to Brecken. Over to Annalise, over to Sydney. Shoots the three, no good. Rebound Brecken, and Brecken gets fouled. Will shoot 2 free throws.
McBain has been, again, very efficient at getting to the free throw line.
Fouls on Kaylee Shelley. But Brecken is guilty on shooting 2.
Brecken's first shot is good. Her second shot is no good. And Stags rebound, number 15. Shellich bring the ball, gives it to number 3. Isabel Rosebud with the steal and throws it out of bounds. It will be Stag ball.
Peyton Grant right there did some great defense, was able to get her hand on the ball. She wasn't able to see it, but still she blocked it and made a little bit of confusion.
Annalise on ball defense, a lot of pressure. Peyton with the defense, gives it to number 12, who shoots, and it is good. Number 12, Marissa Graham with the bucket. And the last second shot is no good.
So far, though.
And now, it is snack time, brought to you by Little Town Jerky. We will be rating the mild flavored snack sticks. Here you go, Grayson. You can have some of mine. That is delicious. I'll rate it 10 out of 10.
Now, I'll rate it. It's good. It has a lot of crunch to it. I like the tone of the meat. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Solid.
I mean, it's still good, but I don't know. There's something tastes a little bit off.
Yep. Welcome back from the break. It will be McBain ball, Stag ball. Shellich has the ball, guarded by Brecken. Stolen by Callie Hooker. She takes it up, gives it to Peyton Grant. Over to Elena Eisenga, down to Callie Hooker. Takes a dribble, 2 dribbles, back to Elena. Elena kicks it to Peyton. Over to Brecken. Brecken takes it out, throws it up as she's falling, and Callie is able to come down with it. Callie almost loses it, and they do call a foul.
Fouls on Kaylee Shelley, the second, team fifth.
Callie goes up, and it is good. Nice finish with the left hand. Shellich bringing the ball up, guarded by Brecken. So drives in. She throws it up. No good. Rebound, though, and they do call a foul.
That was a very good job.
First shot is good.
After the ball was stolen, she quickly got up and then just threw it back up to the hoop as fast as she could.
Nice putback.
Yep.
Second shot is no good. Rebound, Isabel Roosevelt. She gives it to Peyton, who gives it to Elena. Throws it down to Isabel. Tipped, stolen. Number 4 decides to take it. That is Grace Lewis, guarded by Elena. She dribbles in, gives it to number 3, guarded by Peyton. And it is out of bounds. Last touch by the Stags, which will make it McBain ball. Peyton Grant bringing the ball up. And Isinga has it. Down to Callie. Almost stolen. Callie drives in, goes up, blocked. That was blocked by number 1, but as Brecken gets it. Peyton with a deep 3, no good. Rebound Isabel. Kicks it out to Elena. Elena gives it to Peyton. To Brecken. Brecken with the 3, no good. Rebound Stags. That is number 12 with the rebound, Marissa Graham. Shellick passes to number 3, guarded by Peyton. Double dribble. Make it McBain ball.
That was a good job by Peyton Grant for kind of giving her pressure and just forcing her to do a little bit of like some stuff and causing her to do a double dribble.
Peyton Grant is bringing the ball up. Gives it to Elena. To Callie, who snatches it. Ooh, tipped. Saved by Brecken. Back to Callie. Callie drives. Goes up. And they call a charge on Callie.
That like soccer type acting where like someone puts you in the shoulder, like you fall down on your back. Just make it look as convincing as possible.
Number 0 bring the ball up. Drives in. Layup is no good. Number 21 shoots it. No, also no good. Rebound Isabel Roosevelt. That is the second board of the night, I'm pretty sure. Peyton Grant bring the ball up. Gets trapped. Needs help. She jumps on it. It is a jump ball. Will be McBain ball. Elena has it. Gives it back to Peyton. Over to Elena. Down to Isabel. Shoots it, blocked. And it'll be McBain ball. I'm not sure who blocked that, but it was a great block. Peyton Grant takes it in, gives it to Brecken. Pump fakes, drives in. Gives it to Elena. Elena gives it to Peyton. Peyton setting up the offense. Gives it back to Elena. Elena loses it. And it will be stay McBain ball. Great defense by the Stags so far.
They've been just doing a really good defense, and now they're putting a lot more pressure on the McBain offense since McBain's offense really was on a roll.
And now it will be McBain ball after the deflection by one of the Stag players, Kingsley players. Callie to take it out. Gives it to Peyton in the corner. Peyton sets it up. Stolen by number 24. Goes up for the layup. Pump fakes. No good. Rebound number 4. Grace Lewis gives it to number 0. That is Wims. Down to number 24. And it's blocked by a McBain player. I believe that's Callie Hooker. And it will be Kingsley ball.
No, I don't know if that play was by design, but if it was by design, she did a good job of throwing at some of the McBain's players' feet and getting it out of bounds. So they probably could have done that for like a more to open up some space or do like a sidelines play or something like that.
2 substitutions for the Ramblers. Sydney Hooker and Caitlin Butzine. Number 1, Peyton Grant guarding. She shoots no good. Rebound by Peyton. Gives it to Caitlin Butzine, who drives in. Pump fakes. Down to Isabel. It's tipped. Players racing for it. Isabel gets on the ground. Does not get it. Number 24 has it. Gives it to number 4. Number 4 drives in. Goes up. And it is no good. Rebound number 21. Also no good, and it is not out of bounds. Callie is able to get it. Gives it to Sydney, who gives it to Peyton. Peyton Grant sets it up, gives it to Caitlin. To Callie in the middle. Callie passes it to Sydney, passes it to Peyton, but it's stolen by number 24, Grace Hiller. She stops, guarded by Sydney. Gives it to Wims. Number 4 cuts. Wims is guarded by Peyton. 24 with a shot, no good. Out of bounds on the Stags, number 1. Claire Dutton tried to save it, but could not get there in time.
The ball right there seemed. You can't predict where the ball is going to go. Sometimes whenever I take shots and the ball like bounces the basket and bounces out, I think the ball hits me or something like that. So then, I don't know. But sometimes the ball is rigged.
Substitution. Tipped by number 4, and she tries to save it, but it does not work. And it will be McBain ball. Sorry, we missed the substitution. Number 10, Annalise Verdeen, checking into the game. Gives it to Sydney. Over to Annalise. Thinks about shooting, it doesn't. To Caitlin, who saves it from going past half court. Gives it to Sydney. Sydney sets it up. Nope, she gives it to Annalise. Annalise drives in. Back to Sydney. Sydney pump fakes, drives in. And she runs over someone, and that will be a charge.
The Kingsley defense right now has been doing very, very good at drawing fouls so they get the ball back.
Wims brings the ball up. Number 21 on the screen. Wims drives right, gives it to number 20. Stolen by Annalise. Annalise drives in. Gives it to Callie. Callie shoots no good. And it will be Kingsley ball. Wims bringing the ball up. Goes left. Drives in, shoots the mid-range, no good. Rebound, Sydney Hooker. She takes the ball up. Gives it to Caitlin. Over to Annalise. She loses it, but they do call a foul.
First team 6 for that.
Callie Hooker takes the ball. She gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin gives it to Annalise. Gives it to Addie at the free throw line. Back to Caitlin. To Annalise, who shoots the 3. Splash down. Annalise Verdeen with the 3-pointer.
Is that Stephen Curry or am I just tripping?
No, that's Annalise Verdeen. And it's tipped by Callie and will stay Kingsley ball. Annalise has 11 points so far. I think in 3 3-pointers or 2, I'm not sure.
I think they are, because I think I remember seeing her shoot some 3 points.
Number 15 has the ball. Stolen by Annalise. Throws it up for Caitlin to grab, and it is poked out of bounds by number 21, Hannah Graham. Sydney has it. Down to Annalise, a little high, and it will be a turnover. Charlotte brings the ball. Shot is no good. Caitlin has it. She brings it up. Tipped out of bounds. Saved by number 24. She gets it again. She goes up, and it is good. That was Grace Hiller with that entire sequence.
That was a great offensive play by Kingsley. They just did a great job of throwing it back inside and getting a point.
Good drive by Annalise, but it's no good. And Callie Hooker goes up and is fouled. She will shoot too.
McBain has been on the free-throw line 4 times already. They're just very good at drawing fouls to get up on that line.
Callie's first shot is good. Second shot is no good. Rebound Kingsley. Grace Lewis brings the ball, throws it, long pass. Caitlin is able to tip it up, and it will be out on her. Mackenzie Zeiderveen checking into the game. They give it to number 15, Shellick, guarded by Annalise. And there is a foul. Addie Naderhood.
Is this foot? I thought this was basketball, not football.
She got most of the ball there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just her body hit the person.
Yeah. Now, the one thing in basketball is you don't want to be hitting each other, so I do not support hitting in basketball at all because it should be yeah. Hopefully both of the players are okay, and we can continue with this game.
Yep. 1:10 left in the first half. Number 24 takes the ball out. She gives it to number 4 in the corner, guarded by Caitlin. Drives baseline, kicks it to number 21, blocked, tipped. Annalise is able to pull it in. She dribbles up the court, throws it to Sydney, who goes up, and it is good and one. Sydney Hooker with the sick basket.
She just did a great job of driving down there and scoring and she got an and one, so now she's gonna be able to go on the free throw line again and get 2 more points, hopefully.
First shot is good. Wims has it, dribbles right, guarded by Annalise, gives it to number 3, over to 21, she drives in, stolen by Sydney. She's pushing up the floor one-on-one, stops, loses it, is able to keep it, kicks it out to Caitlin. Caitlin gives it to Annalise. Annalise gives it to Addie, and it's tipped out of bounds by Hannah Grand. It's twice now I've said that. Sydney gives it to Addie. And a scuffle on the play.
Now this is that was a pretty hard hit and weird. They're going to be a referee officials timeout.
Injury timeout. She's able to walk off the floor, which is always a good sign in sports. Would be black ball after the foul.
Buckley, the player, was able to get up, and they're on the sidelines. Hopefully they're going to be able to get back in.
Guarded by Annalise. Gives it to number 1. She drives in, guarded by Addie. Kicks it out. Number 1 takes one dribble, shoots it. No good. Rebound, Addison Naderhood. Gives it to Caitlin Batin. Gives it to Annalise Verdeen. Good ball movement here. Annalise guarded by Wims. Gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin kicks it to Sydney, who shoots the 2-pointer, and it is good.
Swish!
Right at the end of the first half.
Your score, McBain 37.
McBain 37, Kingsley 11. And don't forget, this weekend is the Taste of Christmas at Ebel's with free samples of prime rib, brisket, ham, sides, and sweets. Friday in Reed City from 11 to 4, and then Saturday in Falmouth from 11 to 4.
If you're looking to settle down in beautiful Central Michigan, look no further than Arrow Homes. Family owned and operated since 1972, Arrow Homes offers an innovative process of home construction that saves you money and time without sacrificing quality. Their top-of-the-line construction workers have 15 years of experience building homes. You can see some of their work on their website. They are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them at 231-328-4318 or in their website at arrowhomes.com.
Reedy's is a family restaurant on Main Street in McBain. Their menu has something for everyone, from kids' meals and pizza or burgers to their entrees such as grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, pasta dishes, and the best barbecue ribs or chicken around. Tuesday through Thursdays, Reedy's is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 9 p.m. And Sundays, they are not open at all. Food for your mood.
McLain Transmission and Auto Sales. Transmission repair and vehicle sales in Northern Michigan. Locally owned and operated. Being a member of the community means that we take pride in the work that we do for our neighbors. You can expect honest and expert service from us. Every repair, every sale, every time. Servicing Cadillac, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, Big Rapids, Traverse City, and surrounding areas. Located on 2730 South LaChance Road, Lake City, Michigan. Call us at 231-779-1394 or check out our website at McLainTransmission.com.
Northern Truck Service, established in 2015 by John Skierbeck. It's a full diesel mechanic shop that can do anything from changing a light bulb to a full rebuild. With a stock of most parts, they can get you back on the road in no time.
How's your day going?
Good. How was your place?
Pretty good.
With 3 sets of locked doors and friendly faces at our front desk, we're able to keep our little wheels safe.
Here at Little Wheels, we believe that each child develops socially, emotionally, cognitively, and physically at different rates that are sequential and continuous during the natural growth process. Therefore, we value and respect individual differences among children and families. We believe children need to be in a secure, risk-free, and rich environment. They need to be provided with a variety of activities and opportunities to learn at their own pace through active involvement with materials, peers, and even adults. We further believe early childhood education should be a cooperative and joint venture between home and school with community collaboration in the process.
Enroll now to get your little wheel rolling.
Welcome back, everyone, from the first half. Your leading scorers from the first half, number 10, Annalise Ferdine with 11. Number 11, Sydney Hooker with 8. And I believe Callie Hooker is up there, too. It's Kingsley ball. Wims brings it up, guarded by Caitlin. Callie helps. Annalise almost gets the steal. Number 15 shoots the 3 ball. No good. Rebound, Caitlin. Caitlin's able to keep it. Throws it over to Sydney. Sydney taking it up the court. Gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin sets up the offense. Gives it to Annalise. Addie gets it. Gives it to Callie. Callie gives it back to Sydney. Sydney to Addie. Annalise has it. To Caitlin Butteen. Callie. To Ferdine. Down to Caitlin. Off her hands and out of bounds. Very good patience by the Ramblers there.
Very good patience. They're able to wait it out and just wait for them to.
Wims guarded by Caitlin. She gets a screen, goes in. Great defense, but they do call a foul. Wims will shoot 2 free throws. Sydney has 2 fouls. First free throw. Good. Splishy splash.
I was taking a bath.
I like that song.
I do too.
Wims. Second shot. No good. Almost tipped in, but Kingsley gets the rebound. Out to number 24, shoots the 3, no good. And then out of bounds will be McBain ball. Caitlin has it. Caitlin drives in. Gives it to Sydney after getting trapped. Addie Narrative has it, gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin setting up the offense. Gives it to Annalise. Annalise dribbles right. Gets a screen from Callie. Sets up, spot up 3. No good. Rebound, Sydney. Sydney puts it up. Easy bucket down low. Sydney now has 10 points.
The rebound game for the McBain Ramblers is absolutely phenomenal. Every single time the ball goes out, they box out, grab the ball, and put it up for another point.
21 has it under the hoop, and she scores. That was Hannah Grand with this bucket. Caitlin gives it to Sydney. Sydney, spot up 3. That's cash. Sydney now with 13. Wims brings it up. Guarded by Caitlin. Stolen by Sydney. Sydney again. Tipped. It is stolen by number 24, Grace Hiller. Gives it to number 1, Claire Dutton, who shoots it no good. Rebound, Addie. Addison Nader with the rebound. Gives it to Caitlin Butteen. Caitlin throws it up to Sydney. She gets it. Sydney, no. The shot was no good, but there's a foul on the play. She will shoot 2.
Foul on Grace Hiller for the 3rd. Sydney Hooker shooting 2 for the Ramblers.
First shot is good. Bumps up to 14. Sydney has scored, I think, the Ramblers' last 4 points, I believe.
Isn't this the like 5th time she's been on the free throw line? So I feel like she's very good.
I feel like she's got at least a couple free throws. Another one. The second one is good. Sydney has the last, I believe, 7 points for the Ramblers. Wims brings it up, guarded by Caitlin. She goes left. Drives in, guarded by Addie. Great defense by Addison Naderhood. Annalise Ferdine with the rebound. And she's guarded by number 15. And that was Kaylee Schelich who forces the turnover. Number 2, Peyton Grant subs into the game for Caitlin Butteen.
Peyton Grant, the freshman, back out too. So far, she's had a pretty good game. She's shot like a 3 and just a couple of points. So far, she's doing pretty good.
Number 15 has it. She shoots the 3. No good. Rebound. Kingsley, Wims with the rebound. She takes it out, decides to set it up. Defended by Peyton Grant. And dribbles left, looking for something. Gives it to number 4. She drives in. Number 1, back to number 21. She shoots no good. Rebound, Peyton Grant. She pushes it up. Stolen. Number 4, Grace Lewis throws it up for number 1. No. And it is out of bounds. Very hectic run there.
But just a very good defense by Kingsley. They ran up behind Peyton Grant and tapped the ball, causing her like go a little bit forward for one of the Kingsley players to get it. Then just like in football, she saw one of her players downfield and just threw it, and she wasn't able to get it, but still just a great defensive showing.
Yeah, Brecken Gildy subbed in for the Ramblers. Callie Hooker gives it to Addison Naderhood. Addie has it, gives it to Callie. Callie drives, goes up, and it is good. Callie Hooker. She has 13. Wims has it, dribbles right, guarded by Callie. Stolen, tipped by Brecken. Back out to Wims. Wims with the 3. And it is good. Wims now has 8 on the game.
Peyton Grant with the ball.
Peyton Grant brings it up, gives it to Annalise. Annalise gives it to Peyton. Peyton sets it up. Gives it to Annalise on the wing. Down to Brecken, who shoots it, and there's a foul, and Brecken will shoot 2 free throws. Brecken Gildy.
Calls on Chrissy Wims. For second, Brecken Gildy will be shooting 2.
Brecken's first free throw is no good. 3 substitutions. Annalise Ferdine, Mackenzie Zeiderveen, and Isabel Roosevelt. I'm sorry, Elena Isinga subs in. Second free throw, also no good. Number 1 with the rebound, Claire Dutton, gives it to number 4, Grace Lewis, to Wims. Wims drives in, no good. Rebound, Isabel. Gives it to Grant. She sets it up to offense. Gives it to Gildy. Gildy to Zeiderveen. Zeiderveen gives it to Roosevelt. Isabel passes it back to Grant. Grant over to Brecken. Great defense by the Stags here. Brecken gives it back to Mackenzie. To Isinga, fights for it. She's on the ground. And it is a jump ball. Substitution for the Stags. Number 12, Mercer Graham. Number 3 comes in. Grant has it. She drives in, kicks it to Isinga, shoots it, no good. Rebound, Isabel, also no good. Kenzie with the rebound, she's fighting for it.
That'll be a jump ball.
Yep, jump ball on the play, will be Kingsley ball.
Kingsley so far has been like shutting down McBain's offense. I mean, McBain's been right there. They were struggling to be able to get towards the basket.
Guarded by Isabel, throws it in the middle, stolen. Gives it to Peyton Grant. She pushes up the floor. Picks up her dribble, guarded. Gives it to Isinga. And she gets a foul. Gives it to Peyton Grant. She sets up the offense. She decides to just drive with it, and no foul. And it will be Kingsley ball with after the block.
Good attempt by Peyton Gray to be able to drive into there and try to score a basket.
Gives it to Elena in the corner. He passes it to Brecken Gildy. Back to Peyton. Peyton gives it to Brecken. Brecken passes to Ising on the other side. She shoots the three. No good. Everyone's going for the ball, and it's a jump ball, and it will be McBain ball. 1:55 left in the third quarter. Isabel gets it into Elena. Passes to Peyton. Pump fake. Gives back to Elena. Over to Brecken. Her shot, no good. Rebound. Gives it number 24. That is Grace Hiller. Pass to number 15, Shelich. Great defense by Elena Isinga. And I'm not sure, number 1, Claire Dutton forces the jump ball. Will be Kingsley ball.
Yeah, both defenses. Well, Kingsley's defense, like down underneath that hoop, they've been just like relentless, and McBain hasn't scored like exactly underneath the hoop in a little while.
Will be white ball. Substitution also for the Stags. Number 21, Hannah Grant coming in. Peyton Grant gives it to Brecken Gildy. She dribbles up. Back to Peyton. Peyton trying to get up the floor. She does. She's getting double teamed. There's another jump ball. It will be Stag ball this time. That is like 5 jump balls, I think, in the span of maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, just a lot. It's very chaotic out here.
Shelich has it. She drives left. Down low. And it is tipped out of bounds. Number 3 shoots the 3, and it is good. That was.
Number 3 with the 3.
I'm not sure who that is, but that was a good shot. Peyton Grant brings it up. Brecken Gildy with the screen. Peyton Grant drives right. She shoots a little floater, and her shot is good. Clock is winding down in the third quarter. 21 has it. Drives in, guarded by Isabel Roosevelt. Kicks it, number 24. Oh, number 3. And it's a double dribble. The McBain ball with about 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Brecken has it. Guarded by number 3. Brecken drives right. And it is off, or they call it foul, sorry, on number 12, Marissa Graham. Peyton Grant brings it out. Peyton gives it to Elena in the corner. Down to Isabel. Takes a dribble, goes up, almost in, no good. Rebound, Zeiderveen. Back to Isabel. Brecken. Brecken has it. She shoots a last-minute shot and it is no good. Man, that would have been sick if it went in. But
if that went in, that would have been crazy.
That would have been incredible. But, so your score at the end of the third quarter is 48-20. McBain Ramblers are leading. And now it is snack time, brought to you by Little Town Jerky.
If you're looking to settle down in beautiful Central Michigan, look no further than Arrow Homes. Family owned and operated since 1972, Arrow Homes offers an innovative process of home construction that saves you money and time without sacrificing quality. Their top-of-the-line construction workers have 15 years of experience building homes. You can see some of their work on their website. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them at 231-328-4318 or in their website at arrowhomes.com.
And welcome back. McBain has the ball. Peyton Grant has it, guarded by number 24, Grace Hiller. Some very tight defense. She is double teamed. Able to break the double between Isabel's legs. Wims brings it up. She goes for the layup, and it is good. That was Chrissy Wims with the bucket.
Chrissy Williams had a great drive right there and was able to score a basket. Just a great drive.
Isinga has it. Gives it to Grant. She drives in. Isinga gets it. Gives it to Brecken. Brecken drives in. Off her foot. And 21 is able to come down with a Hannah Graham. Gives it to number 4, Lewis. She goes up. Gives it to Wims. Guarded by Gildy. She drives in. Isabel's there to help. Spins it out. And the shot is good. That was number 4, Grace Lewis with the three-pointer. Brecken gets it. She is fouled by Wims.
Foul is on Kristen Wims, her third.
Stolen off the inbounds pass. 24, Grace Hiller gives it to number 21, who shoots it no good. Rebound, Dutton. 24 has it, gives it to Wims. Wims drives left, crosses over right. Does a hesitation, drives in, shoots it, and it is no good. But they do get the rebound, and they call a foul. Or sorry, not a foul, jump ball. And it will remain Kingsley ball.
Timeout, Kingsley, full timeout.
And it will be a full timeout by Kingsley. Welcome back to the action. We have 6:30 left in the fourth quarter. Stags have the ball. They throw it to Lewis on the three. She shoots the three. No good. I thought that was cash. Isinga with the rebound. It is stolen. Nope. Just tipped out of bounds. Off Lewis. They give it into Brecken Gildy. She passes it to Peyton Grant. Mackenzie Zeiderman. There's a foul. Mackenzie Zeiderman to shoot.
Mackenzie Zeiderman at the line.
No good. Rebound, number 4, But Brecken gets on the floor for it. And that will be Rambler ball. Good hard work by Brecken Gildy. She gives it into Isabel. Isabel drives in, loses it. Lewis with the steal. Tipped by Elena. Lewis gives it into Wims. Drives in, and it is good. That was, I believe, Wims with the bucket.
That was a great drive. She got underneath and then did a little bit of a move and was able to get a good shot up.
Brecken Gildy has it. She gets trapped, double teamed. She gives it to Isabel. Stolen by Wims. Up to number 24, Grace Hiller. Over to 21. She shoots and she is fouled. That was Hannah Graham. She gets the foul. Her first free throw is good. Second free throw is also good. So she makes both at the line. Substitution. Number 14, Callie Hooker checks into the game. And then number 5, Caitlin Batin also checks into the game. They get it into Caitlin. Caitlin gives it to Peyton. Peyton back to Caitlin. Over to Callie. Callie loses it, gives it to Peyton. They get it across the court. Back to Callie. Good ball movement here. Out to Elena. Elena shoots a 3. No good. Saved by Peyton. Right to Callie. Perfect save. And it is blocked by number 1. But Peyton gets it back. After that hectic play, they decide to take it back, but Caitlin drives in, gives it to Callie. Callie back to Caitlin. She pump fakes over to Elena. And stolen by Hannah Graham. Lewis bringing it up. Wims with the shot, and it is cash.
3 points.
Now this game is getting a little bit closer than it was a little bit ago.
Kingsley went on a run. Isabel gets it. She drives in. And the shot is no good. Rebounded by number 1, Claire Dutton. Gives it to number 24, Hiller. She stops. Passes on to number 21. She shoots. No good. Rebound, Caitlin. Caitlin gives it to Peyton Grant. She shoots a 3. No good. Almost in. Lewis with the rebound. Both teams have not scored for a little while. Wims gives it to 24. 24 drives in, shoots the layup, no good. Callie Hooker with the rebound. Gives it to Caitlin. Peyton has it. Back to Caitlin. Over to Peyton, to Callie on the elbow. Callie gets it, and it is stripped. Number 4, Lewis takes it up now. She's guarded by Eisenga. And it's a fight for her on the ground. And they call jump ball, I believe.
But the score is getting very close. Kingsley has been very offensive recently. They've been hitting a lot of threes, and now this lead that McBain held a little bit ago is kind of getting diminished.
From a 40-point lead down to a 16-point lead. But the 3 was almost in, no good. Addie with the rebound, but it is a jump ball. And it'll be McBain ball. Callie Hooker. substitution. Sydney gets Peyton Grant. Annalise has it. And it is stolen. Layup is no good. Next layup is no good. Gives it to Wims. Wims drives in, kicks it to number 12. 12 gives it 24. 24 shoots the 3. Also no good. And finally, Rainbows get a rebound. Callie loses it, gives it to Caitlin. Gives it to Annalise, to Callie, to Sydney. Sydney with the corner 3, no good. Rebound, Hiller. Gives it to Wims. Wims taking up the court. Step through shot, no good. Good defense. I believe it was tipped. Now Caitlin to Annalise. Kicks out to Sydney, to Caitlin. Open 3. Decides not to take it. Back to Sydney. Sydney to Annalise. She pump fake, shoots it. No good. Rebound, Grand. Now Lewis has it. Tipped away by Sydney. Great defense.
Very good defense by the McBain Rainbows.
Grace Lewis has it. Gives it to Shelich. She trips. Sydney picks it up. Sees Caitlin. Caitlin drives in. And Caitlin loses it. And I believe it'll stay McBain ball. Gives to Sydney in the corner. Sydney gives to Annalise. Annalise. Stolen. No, not stolen. They get it back. Annalise has it. She loses it, but Sydney is able to pick it up. Caitlin has it. Slowing it down. She dribbles. Gives it to Annalise. Annalise back to Caitlin. Swings it to Sydney. Sydney open 3. Cash. Sydney Hooker. She has 18 points.
Sydney Hooker.
Three has it. Gives it to Claire Dutton. Back to 3. 3 drives in. Shoots the layup. No good. She has it again. Quadruple teamed. And Caitlin rips it away. Callie has it. Callie showing off her handles. She drives in. Layup is no good. But Addison Naderhood, she gets it. It's to Annalise. Annalise with the 3. Blocked. And Kingsley finally gets the ball. Lewis has it. 50 seconds left in the game. Gives it to number 3 in the corner. And that is Cash.
3 points.
Now, Grayson, I think this game is pretty much over.
Yeah, it is pretty much over. I mean, Kingsley did have a little bit of a glow, like of a
glimmer of hope.
Yeah, glimmer of hope. But then McBain was like, nah, I don't think so, and just made that star just silent.
16-point lead with 28 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty hard to come back.
It is pretty hard to come back, but still, like I say in my other broadcasts, there's a 1,000th percentile. That some crazy things can happen.
Caitlin has it, gives it down to Callie. Callie shoots it, and she will shoot 2 free throws.
I was hoping that Kareem hook shot would, well, sort of look like a hook shot, would have gone in because that would have been cool. Because you don't really see that many of those nowadays.
Shooting 2 for the Ramblers.
Callie's first shot is no good. Callie Hooker having a great game. She has 13 points tonight. No good again. Sydney with the rebound, and her shot's good. That'll give the Ramblers 18-point lead with 14 seconds left. Number 3 has the ball down to number 1. She shoots it, and her shot's good. Claire Dutton, 8 seconds left. Caitlin,
And
I think, is just going to run the clock
Yeah, they're
out.
just going to dribble out the ball. In 2 seconds, just throw a Hail Mary like football. Well, never mind.
And that would be the game. Final score, Ramblers 53, Stags 37. Our top scorers, Sydney had 20 points. Sydney Hooker, Annalise Ferdinand had 11. Callie Hooker had 13. And that'll do us for the game. I am Gavin Scott, joined here by Grayson Guernsey, our crew, Logan, Cameron, and Ryan. And we will see you again in the future sometime.
Friday.
We will see you Friday.
Friday.